As we went through and started to put together our site selection process, one of the first things we decided was that we did want to locate in Indiana. One of the fortunate things that we have here is one of the driving factors in data center cost is your cost of power. And the cost per kilowatt hour that we have in Indiana relative to states around us is lower, so there is a competitive advantage there. The other thing that had been done in Indiana is some efforts that Pat McMahon and Project Future and other folks in the area had some foresight to be able to work with the State House to do some things on the personal property tax side that leveled the playing field for Indiana versus those states and allowed us to actually have that true competitive advantage that the power gave us. So once we decided on Indiana, we started to look at areas around South Bend. And when we went to folks from the city, we said the first thing that we need to do is you need to have a good power infrastructure. And wherever we locate then, it needs to be able to have either currently good fiber or the ability to bring good fiber in so that companies can communicate and connect to us. But the third point we brought up to the city was if we could find a location, because of this community partnership that we have in our model already and companies working together, if we could find a location that could help drive further economic development for the city and for the area, we would love to consider it. So when Ignition Park was first mentioned, we started through our evaluation. As I mentioned, we were looking for a good power infrastructure. What we were excited to find was Ignition Park gives us the capability to actually have an outstanding power infrastructure and a competitive advantage. We're kind of the fruition of what a lot of things that were said in the community over the last few years that could happen, and we think we're only the first ones of many that will. Our idea was born here at Innovation Park at Notre Dame. We worked with the staff here and created a business plan and went out and vetted it. We then went out to the business community, to a lot of very smart individuals, both on the financial side and client partners who helped us develop that plan and believed and committed and said we want to be a part of this as well. We then went out and started looking at site selection processes and found that not only was Ignition Park a great place for the community, it was a great place because it gives us a competitive advantage because of the infrastructure that's there from any place that we considered. So in the end, some of those things we've been hearing, we firmly believe we're the first step towards a lot of other things that are going to happen. And we think that we've helped continue that path of infrastructure that's been built that can really move things forward from a technological standpoint in our community.